NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
They run again on first down. Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 6-yard line. A big play there out of Cook, and even 50 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yep.
No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. This one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. His throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and now it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll buy some time right. It is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Harrison Butker set to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a run with Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Mayfield. It's hauled by Brandon Cooks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 7. First down.
Crusaders.
Play fake. Mayfield. Past the 20. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Oh, look at that, a diving catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got him in, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21. Crusaders 6.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a yard. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
The score, Raiders 28, Crusaders 6. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
makes the
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down, Crusaders.
Mayfield on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now. First and 10.
31-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the ground, it's Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tackle made.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, as time expires in the first half. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Kick over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 49, Crusaders 13. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Crusaders.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
It's a gain of 10.
We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense, because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Flushed out right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
Crusaders.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Crusaders.
From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Crusaders.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
It's second down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Being chased out left. He's got the connection left side to Brown. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He'll drop to throw. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And these guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defense Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down.
And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
We like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak.
And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught on the right side ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. Another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 69, Crusaders 19. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
Cappy.
Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Had my twos in since the middle of the 2nd quarter, Cappy.
Across the 35. Really nice pickup of 14.
Had to leave a couple guys in.
Crusaders.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cook.
There's another pick, Cappy.
Another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point.
He's not going for the user catches yet.
Really gone
He
wrong.
needs to do that.
I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Raiders 76, Crusaders 19.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though.
Dude, Jamal Adams is about to get his X Factor just from kickoff team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And my goodness, another interception. 42. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The ball carried.
Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 6. On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
A 35-yard attempt.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Butker's kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Johnson now returning and able to get this out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Buying time to his left. And Mayfield lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Harrison Butker on for the point.
And with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up, because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out Not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge.
Levi Wallace has like 6 picks, 3 touchdowns, a fumble recovery. Like, it's my random, like my 5th cornerback who's been in all game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards.
It's my random ass 5th cornerback.
Mayfield.
There he is again in the backfield, 2 plays in a row.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up.
That's good though. I don't want Okudah getting all those hits.
Now Mayfield.
There he's another pick 6 for Levi.
Interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He cuts up the football. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Got it.
Another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team who puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, it's all pick 6s. That one I made him fumble on the kickoff. And then I had the ball on like the 2-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
15 turnovers. Let's see. Alright, Levi Wallace, 2 tackles for loss, 4 picks, 105 interception yards, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and 3 touchdowns. Blue got a superstar as well.